Well, it was great to celebrate with the guys in the locker room, and a lot of fun. As I said in that locker room, we're really going to miss this group of seniors. It was our first group of seniors when we got here, and special group of guys, tremendous guys, and they did so much for our program. This game was an exciting game. I thought Maryland really played exceptionally hard. They had a lot of fight, and obviously were playing hard like our guys were playing hard. I think their program, their staff is off to great things. I know they are. You can tell when a team battles like and plays through everything like they did that are great things going to happen for them. For us, I thought we came out of the blocks really fast on offense, and we went up tempo, and I thought we had a nice mix of stuff going on. I liked where we were in the first half a lot. I thought on defense as well, and I think in the second half, in the third quarter, both sides of the ball, we had a couple issues, let up a couple scores. We kind of, we missed a field goal. We didn't go for a field goal at one point because it was a little out of our range, and so we missed two good scoring opportunities. And they had two scores in there, and that swung that game at that point, which I thought we had a great opportunity to really pull away then. But what we did was we found a way to battle back in the end and win. And really it's most important to me because we started the year in Ireland, and we didn't know how to find a way to win yet. And we closed the year in Detroit, and along the way here, the last month or so of the season, we started to really develop a resolve that you could see in the players' eyes that they aren't going to let each other down. And the most critical thing in building your program is having that. And I really believe that we finally have set that platform forward. And that's the most exciting thing to me of all. So with that, we're proud to represent the Quick Lane Bowl, the Detroit Lions, and honored to get that trophy. And it was our third bowl appearance in 4 years and first bowl victory at BC in 9 years, and I think really set the stage for a good finale at the season and where we're going to head as we move forward. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, we had a lot of. We worked hard in our bowl prep. It was like a spring ball for us. We had 16 or 17 opportunities, whatever we had, and we went to a no huddle system. It wasn't necessarily always going as fast as you could, although we had times in there where we did that as well. We had check with me's at the line. We had regular tempo, no huddle. We had fast tempo, and we played the game in one, kind of really most of the game in one grouping where we can give you one back, two back looks and empty, and we're just scratching it right now. But this is where we want to be, and so we took the leap of faith and said, let's get this done in after the season, and let's move it forward. Let's not wait for spring ball. So we did it. And we feel our strength on offense is going to be in the multiplicity of our tight ends and their skill sets. And I thought John Hillman ran well today. I thought there's just a good mixture with the receivers, and Pat threw the ball well. And I just thought that I like what I saw, and I like where that will lead for us. It'll give us an opportunity to put more pressure on defenses, give us an opportunity to get more plays run. He worked really hard in the bowl prep to really took a lot of reps to get in a groove, and had a great bowl prep practice winter, really did, and just really had a resolve about him, and I thought that showed, and all of our guys. What we did was new and different, and but it's where I had envisioned this, and but when you're so, we have so many inexperienced guys that my feeling sometimes is I want to build fundamentals. I want to build those fundamentals and get a base before you try to get out ahead of your skis, or it just gets really sloppy. And I finally thought that we had built enough where we could go ahead now and try to get this done. Because what happens is when you don't have a lot of experience, then you get tired, your fundamentals fall apart. And I didn't want that to happen. But I felt like finally at the end of the season, let's make a move this way now. And I like what I saw and feel great about what we'll do. We'll get that better and better and better.
Can you reflect on the plays Landry made, particularly two deflections right in a row, a sack at the end? And moving forward, how do you advise him on stay or go?
Well, I think, like everybody, we gather all the information, and then we sit down. We've sat down once, and we'll sit down again. And my thing is you do what's best for the players. If it's best for a player then to leave, then you advise him that, and you move on, and but you got to get all the information. And if it's not, you advise that. But at the end of the day, it's a player's decision to do what's best for them. My most important thing to me is I want to make sure that our guys, all of our guys, always get their degree, because that's at BC. That's a really, really important thing. So we'll sit down here sometime in the very near future again, and I'm sure come to some decision on what's in the best interest for Harold and for his future. I thought he played great. I thought our whole defensive front played great. I saw so many guys making so many plays out there. It was really impressive. And they gave the MVP to the defensive line. I really thought that was very appropriate. I mean, at the end, they were relentless at the end. That fourth quarter was a relentless quarter. Like I said, in that third quarter, we got a little sideways. But in that fourth quarter, boy, we were relentless. And, it was really an impressive deal. A lot of guys in there, guys that, some who have played a lot of ball, some who haven't. And they're exciting in their future. Saw Ray Smith in there making plays, and Zach Allen, and Wyatt Ray, and just a lot of guys besides the normal guys you see, which, Truman and Cav and Harold. But it's a good group of guys right there. I think Coach Pasqualoni has done as good a job as I've ever seen in terms of the development of a position group. When you have an elite coach that, it's hard not to see the development of that defensive line. That's hard not to notice. And what can fundamentals do? Well, you just saw it, the development of those players.
You said in the third quarter it got a little bit sideways defensively?
Both sides of the ball, I thought, we kind of, what happened was they started really they were heating us up most of the game on offense, but they started bringing a lot of pressure. And really, we wanted to go to the quick game a little bit. We did, but probably not early enough and not enough. Spread the field, get in the quick game, because we feel good about that, and get away from some of those pressures. But and on defense, they hit us with a couple of plays. And we got hit on a couple of, they checked us in a couple of short boxes and caught us. And give credit to them. I thought they looked dynamic and fast. And they made some big plays. And that popped them back in the game. They were boom, boom, just like that. And then on offense, we were kind of like fishtailing right there a little bit, And then, I still think we had a great opportunity there. We drove down the field a couple of times, and we had stalled in the red zone, just outside on one on the 30, and I made a decision to go for it on fourth down because I thought we were just out of our range. And then on the next one, we had the ball in the 20, and I made a decision on 4th and 4, or whatever it was, to kick it because we were in our range, but we didn't convert. So those were 2 missed scoring opportunities. And really, in my opinion, we had opportunities to score touchdowns. And that could have probably pulled us away. But it didn't. We had to battle it.
Can I take 2 more? Just talk about Patrick Toles. He gives you 2 wins at the end of the year.
Yeah.
A bowl victory.
Yep. Probably played his best game here until right today. He made some great throws and had really good command. I think, our ability to help him from the sideline, because we're not in huddle, helped us. That helped us a little bit. And, we're in the infancy of that. But I thought Pat did great down the home stretch.
Can you talk about the difference between finishing 7 and 6 and 6 and 7 and going into recruiting? This is such a big win for you guys.
Yeah, it really is, we have a great vibe right now, honestly. And I can't speak about recruiting, but, there's so much positivity in the real football world about Boston College right now and what we're doing. And so, yeah, winning this game and the vibe on our team is so strong, and when guys get around our team, they love our team because there's such a great attitude and a great vibe. And so this win just really gives you a chance to push that forward and to continue to do what you have to do in the offseason here, as every college team does in recruiting, and then in the offseason in terms of momentum and confidence. And confidence. Confidence is a huge deal. Everybody kind of minimizes those things. We play in a very difficult conference right now. The ACC is at the pinnacle that it's ever been, and we're in the toughest side that it's ever been. And so we play in a very difficult conference. And, in there, you got to bring it every week, and you got to learn how to do that. And I feel like this team's learning how to do that now. And we're going to grow, and we're going to get developed, and we're going to get older, and those things will come together. So for all of that, this win was so very important to continue to push this thing forward.
Patrick
That's it.
his
Sorry, guys,
dynamic,
that's
his
it.
style,
But just for the body of work, did he accomplish kind of as much as what Tyler Murphy, played?
You know, Patrick had some great moments for us this season and allowed us an opportunity to expand our throw game, which we desperately needed to do, and also helped to mentor and tutor the younger quarterbacks because he's such a great guy, such a high character guy, and how to carry yourself and how to prepare. That was as important as anything. And I think that's a big unspoken piece that went on this year. And he really set a standard. You know, we had Chase, who was here 1 year with us, and then we went to Murph, who transferred in here. And what we need is a guy to help be a developer of the young guys so we can get a more, experienced group there. You know, that's a big piece of this thing. You know, you need a guy at that position. And so I think Pat really helped us there.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.